So yeah, if this is a good movie, I don't know why this is just fun. It's gonna. Also, I had headphones, but I'm not gonna go back and change it because why not? This is gonna be long anyway, so I'm not gonna deliberately go out of my way and change it. This is really, really good. So yeah, I was originally planning to watch the movies, but because certain things happened, I didn't, and I do absolutely regret it. I was like, oh, I should have watched it. I should have, and I didn't. But when I came onto, I think I don't. Oh yeah, when I came onto YouTube, hence Google, I did watch it. So this is a movie that I bought through YouTube, which I do like that you can buy movies on YouTube. It is really fun. This movie, I am dying here. This movie I think is really, really good at the sort of like the story. The story I think is really good with how it's done. Also, I'm just gonna add this here because why not? I do like it. I do think it's really creative and really well done. At least in my opinion. I know it's simple in that sort of way. It's not like that complicated, but it is something that I do like. I also like the designs. A lot of the designs, I'm like, yes. Yes, please. I want more of this. If 2, yeah, you can make If 2. Please make a sequel, a TV series. I know that's just Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I'm not even going to deny that. I know that's obvious. But please, for the love of everything, make this a thing. Make this an absolute thing. Because it is so... What? I want more. Let me just double check. I'm on my computer. Let me just double check. If 2. I don't think they're going to make it If 2. I want them to make it If 2. No. Whoa. Okay. I don't think they're going to because it's wrapped up in such a nice way that it's set up in such a good way that the way it ends, the way it's built up, I don't think it is gonna get a sequel, but it's so good and so deserves it. The story, the character, the emotions, it's all so good. Again, I just want more. I just want more of this. And I do agree. I do, again, Ryan Reynolds. I don't know who's the other one. I think it's the guy from Shazam, the father of the young guy. Also, I think, I don't know if this is the first one or if she's done anything before, but that's irrelevant. She did good. What do you need? Because I know one of the things that a lot of films where they have children complain with is young actors, which a lot of the time don't do great. Seriously. I know that's a thing. In general, it's like they don't do too great in general. And I do understand that. I do see that's a thing. I do understand that. But I do like this. This is so good, so amazing, and I so love it. Again, it's just brilliant. I can't complain about it. Absolutely not. But anyway, one of the things which I think is one of the most important things about this is the ending. But the one thing I like about the ending is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ryan Reynolds' character was an imaginary friend to the main character. And that idea of being like, oh, because like he never gives a reason like why can't you see them? It's like, oh, I've always been able to see them. Why? That does not like you've always been able to see them. Like, are you like this or that? But like, of course, he's always been able to see them. He's one of them because that makes sense now. Because he never gave a reason, and like, because like he said, oh, I've always been able to see. I've always been with them, because he is one of them. Also, it throws into question the idea of if the whole thing was just imaginary and like her just coping. My interpretation is that it's still real in a sort of way. And all of that does have some level of realness to it. But it is really interesting of that idea to have imaginary friends. And some of them, oh, it's so good. Obviously, I have my favorite imaginary friend. It's not the one, I think it actually is in this one and this one. But the small sort of like, I think it's a, let me look at it. Lady. It looks like a sort of like buggish type creature. It's really good. It's like female and it's like dancing and stuff. It's really amazing and really interesting, and I do love it. Again, like everyone says, and like the images are literally just showing me here while I'm looking at the images of Imaginary Friend. It is just live action Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I'm not even denying that. Fully is. But I do like it because they do talk about it. Because Imaginary Friends, as much as you can be like, oh, it's like not real, it's fake, like physically they exist. You talk about people, you talk about them physically interact, you talk about them physically doing this. At the end of If, you can be like, it was all in her sort of like imagination. And like that could be about, I do believe there's some part of it that's real. Like the physical location, maybe not, maybe that was just a blank hallway. And like they somewhat are visible. Like if you create a being like that, it becomes somewhat real. And maybe, and I know like oh, we cease to exist. I just imagine they go to the afterlife because having these people cease to exist, especially even though it's not my favorite, this guy Blue, if he ceases to exist, I will cry. And I just imagine like if he ever just disappears, he just goes into the afterlife because you can't prove me otherwise. And I am going to keep that in my head forever. Anyway, it's just really good and really fun. Definitely, like, I love the interview process where it's like, yes, where we just interview them. It's really fun. So yeah, I do think this is absolutely one of the best films. If I'm correct, it came out this year. It's just really good. And like I said, I was originally wanting to be like, cinema. Need to see this in cinema. But because of stuff happening, I wasn't able to do that. Which is sad. But it is still really good. It is still really entertaining. And it is still really 100% worth to watch. Because of how brilliant some of this is. How brilliant some of like the lines, I say lines, like both lines of the animation and the lines of the script. Anyway, so yeah, just a second, I just forgot. Anyway, it is just brilliant. 100% worth watching. Go and watch it. There's no excuse. It's brilliant. So yeah, again, it's just amazing. This is why this is one of my 10-minute specials. I like some putting these at 10 minutes if it's absolutely good, or there's like a lot. Again, there's some I don't, but I do like less than 10 minutes. But I just like this one, so it's really good. And I hope you enjoy this video, even though it's long and insane and mad, and I constantly put the mic in and out and headphones in and out. But I hope you enjoy, and good night.